Hey everyone, I'm going to just talk about the printables and what I have printed this month. So we've got the February printables that Deb has made. So these are the exclusives. Now this first set, so I've printed quite a few on different things to just share some ideas with you, is this paper here. So this is just from Officeworks and 120 GSM, which means that's the thickness. And there's 120 and obviously it's white. So it talks about having vibrant colours when it's printing for use for laser printers. Now, I have no idea about that, but this is just how it's printed. It's the same printer for all the printing, but I just thought I'd show you a little comparison. So first up, I'll show you the printables. We got a whole set of labels, like a whole page, and then a whole page of printables. Because you can print. Already 2 seconds in of florals. And then we get the Project Life cards. So when you're printing, I'll put a little screen up now. I took a photo. When you're printing, because they're PDFs, make sure you choose actual size so that these print out at the right size for Project Life cards. So we get the Project Life cards or pocket page cards, and then some extra goodness around the side. Sorry, I've got to put it right down to get it in, but then I can bring it up to show you the detail. So this one's got some fine little words down the bottom. Another set of cards and some fun words. Look at these ones with the tones changing. Some journaly cards and these lovely bright words. Some more 4x6. This one's got lovely scripty on it, and I love these labels down here. Some then cakes and ice blocks, and then we get a main page, which is just a whole pile of printables, some icons and some words. So that's what we got. That's how it's printed on this premium digital silk paper. And then what I often use, and then I also use it for when I'm making A4 size, which is like 8.5 by 11 layouts, is this cardstock. So it's 200 GSM, so this one's 120. This is 200. It's just quill 01 board. It's 100 pages in it, and this is thicker. So not as thick as cardstock, but it is thicker than normal paper and definitely than this silk paper. So again, it gives you very similar colours. This one's a little bit brighter in the white, I think, in the background of the paper. But the good thing is, because it's a little bit thicker, especially for the pocket page cards, then you don't need to back them or worry about if you're putting, like wood veneer and embellishments on it, that might be a little heavy. Oh, but then again, if you're using them as layering behind photos, you might prefer the thin paper or even printer paper. So you can see colour difference. It's not very much at all. And it's mostly just, and you might not even be able to see it, is the paper. It's a little bit less crisp, I guess, in the whiteness of the silk paper. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, you're going to be able to see them all. Oh yeah, bit of room. And then lastly, I printed the full set on photo paper. I'm sorry I didn't keep the packaging. I'll put a picture up. It's just photo paper from Kmart. Now you can get gloss or matte, which are both really lovely. This one is the gloss one because they sell out of the matte, or they just don't buy it very often. I'm not too sure. So again, with the printables, and you can see these ones are really bright because they are printed on glossy. Now you need to remember, if you're printing on photo paper, that if you're going to write on them, so say you're going to write some journaling, you'll need to have something that's not going to smudge. And then there's the main printable. So you can see that difference in gloss. So that's the three main types of papers I use just to basically print them out. Now, I like to have a little fun with them, so I'm just going to put these to the side. So I like to do some little extras when I'm printing printable things. So either the exclusives from the Kitaholic Kits, or whether it's a printable collection that I've downloaded. So one of the things is grabbing some tracing paper. It's cheaper than vellum, but it's exactly the same as vellum. It's just because it's cheaper I buy it. You just pull it out of the pad, and then you can put it in your printer and print just like normal paper. So, let me grab a white piece so you can see. So, I printed it on the vellum, and it means that they are, well, tracing paper I should say. It means it is just like vellum, so obviously you're not going to be able to use a wet glue to glue them down. Something like stapling or some double-sided tape in discrete spots is a good idea. Now, they print really lovely. The colours are beautiful. You can use on the other side, so you can see it's a bit more matte, but obviously the words are backwards. So it just depends on if you're using an icon. You could do it, with this floral, so you can see bright florals. And then you could turn it over, and have a bit more of a matte look. And one of the other things I like to do is print them in half. So print them half size. So I'll show you the screenshot of how I do that as a PDF. I then print one side like that, and then put it back in the printer and print the other side. You just have to be mindful, like my printer goes like that. If I put it in if I print this side, put it into the drawer like this, it'll print on that side. So might be a bit of trial and error. It doesn't matter if it prints on opposite sides, because you're going to halve it and then you can use it, but they're really cute when you make them small. I often do that with the normal paper too, but because I knew I was printing lots, I didn't today. Something else I often do is grab a packet of this transparency film. So this is in the laminator section Officeworks, so where the laminating machines and the laminating pages are, and it just comes, it used to be used for these overhead projectors, which I would absolutely love for work, but who could find one in this day and age? But they are a hell of a lot of fun to use in printing scrapbooking things. So you can see it's just like acetate, except it's thinner. Still got a bit of stance to it so that you could use it. Before I've used it and made a mini tag album out of them. And there's just lots of things you can do, but it's quite fun, especially like these embellishments. And then all these little tags and things to have as acetate. Again, with the flowers are really fun as well, especially if you're layering them up. So you could lay them up on here. See that this pink and blue one there looks really nice, or vice versa, or on some normal paper. Just fun. So I printed 2 of the flowers. Sorry, I tell a lie, 3, because I miscounted when I put them in the printer. A couple of the Project Life cards, and look at those acetate words. They're going to be fun for one of the projects I've got in mind. And then the last one I printed was this one with the Project Life cards and the coloured words down the bottom. So that's fun. So some acetate choices. Now it doesn't print on all printers, so you just have to have a play with it. I'm sure Officeworks could help you if you can't get it to work at home. Tracing paper's fine. It's just like one of my home printer doesn't print on acetate. It prints on it, sorry, but it doesn't dry, I should say. Some other things are sticker paper. So this one is just one sheet of sticker. So it's just a whole sticker, A4 size. But there is heaps of different ones. Now, this would be fun if you were then use the silhouette cameo doodacky to put some registration marks on it and cut them out. But you can see here I've printed the two here as half, and then you can see it's just a full sticker, but I will just trace them out because my cameo is not going to help me. Hopefully one day the one I got ordered back in December as my Christmas present will actually come, but it doesn't look likely anytime soon. So yeah, at the moment I will cut them out, but I'm going to have a little try of something coming up. So check out my videos coming up because I've got some ideas. The other thing I've got, was in my stash, is this one has got 65 little boxes, little rectangles. This is the size. And so, like, there's my thumb for reference, I guess. And they're used, I brought them originally because I did mixed media on them. So you might have seen that video where I put a whole pile of mixed media on them and peeled them off to use as background items. I then also have the round ones. So there's 24 circles round, and this is the actual size, 40 millimeters. Now, I didn't print on the circles, but I printed on the rectangle. Printed two different pages. First one I printed, and I meant to print in full, but then it came out half because printer was being slow and stuffed me around. So this one's got, let's get one in the middle. So this one's got the little rectangle stickers. So that'll be just fun to disperse around the background, I reckon, and not be full, but have some colour and pattern going on. And then the other one I did was one of the Project Life pages. Now, this one here, look, you can see that goes straight half through it, but it's got insane. These will be fun with the colours. This one's got quarter of a, the corner of the label. These ones are in half. So it should be fun to see how that comes together on a page. One of the other things that were new this month for my printing was I had some A3 paper of this same quill brand, 200 GSM. Now, I only had the 5 sheets, so I couldn't go too crazy, but I had fun. Let me pull it over. Now, I just made A4 to A3, which means look at these big fun labels. So this will be fun to, have underneath and layering pieces and put some titles on. I think would be really fun. Some large florals, hella fun. Now this Project Life page, so there'll be some nice size icons, a bit bigger than the others. I'll be able to use these cards as paper in the background or punch them out and make DIY embellishments or other shapes with them. Same idea here with this Project Life page, but I did this one because of the words down the bottom. Another floral, because if one page of florals is just not enough, right? And then this is just on normal printer paper, so you can see it's a bit more flimsy, but that's okay. The colour is lovely and we want to use them up. So that is those ones. And then lastly, while I was shopping, I was looking for some clear sticker paper at Officeworks, but I did find some graph paper. So in a little flip book, you just pull the pages out. Now I usually use this to write my to-do lists and notes on at work, but I thought, and I'm so glad, that it'd be cool to print the printables on. So you can see it just adds a little bit of element to the background. It's a little bit of fun on the labels. And so it shines through some colours more than others, obviously. But look, whoop, it's just a little fun. I really like these printed labels. And then you got the Project Life card, the little hearts. So that blue one there and the green one, you can't see it, but that's okay. The little tiny words have got it. Looks really lovely. Again, some Project Life cards and labels. And then through the words down the bottom. So it's just a little fun. And it's not very expensive at all. That packet is going to last me a long time, especially if I don't take it to work and use it as my to-do list. But it is something that will add a little bit of definition. I love these, and these ones with the grid in the background. Very cool. Very cool. Now this one already had a pink grid on the original, so it's got a pink and blue grid now, which is fun. Bit through the flowers, not as much, and then look at the labels. That is just so fun. So as you can see, there is many different ways to get your printables printed. Now you don't need to be crazy like me and print a bazillion of them, but all my projects this month are going to use the printables to show you how fun and versatile they are, and to have a little play with some different ideas. So check out my videos and my exclusives up on the Kitaholic Kits Facebook subscriber page if you're a subscriber, because there'll be some extra goodness this month in regards to the printables. Anyway, I'll catch you next video. Bye guys.